It's Week 6 of the National Football League, and it's a battle for bragging rights between Ohio's two teams. It's the Bengals and the Browns on Thursday night primetime.
Now from the home of the Dog Pound, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland, Ohio.
Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
11, 12.
They'll try and run for this with Moss.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Jamar Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll run on first down with Moss.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
You look at this Browns defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Now it's Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
In motion goes the tight end.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense.
They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Here's second and 10.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Bengals offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 58 yards. Now it's Burrow. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Throwing on second and long. Burrow, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You look at this Browns defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. McPherson's kick is good.
And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The Browns did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, That's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They run with Hines. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being
touchdown. Jerome Ford, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
A try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bengals offense returns to the field.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dalvin Tomlinson drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon.
Back deep, Nyheim Hines.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Cleveland offense making their way out. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hey, easy, route.
Now Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Red on red.
Lawrence completes this to Elijah Higgins.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Hey, Lion.
Now Lawrence.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only get to the well so many times in a game. without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Lawrence going to throw again. And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Hey, run! Here we go.
Hines diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki.
Look at the big man rumble.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Mike Gesicki, 70 yards. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Going for it all.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
This will be caught. Judy.
That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
The quick slant caught.
Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. In the early window, we'll have our eye on that game in Jacksonville. The Jaguars going to need to be on their A game as they'll have to contend with the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Tampa Bay Bucks. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins. In the first half, we saw a strong outing from Trevor Lawrence. He had a touchdown pass in that first half, helping his guys to a halftime advantage. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way. Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland, and to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Pushing through tacklers at the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
23.
They run it again with Chubb. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Burrow will throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And that is incomplete. The pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They begin this drive with Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Lawrence on the sneak. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Let's go.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And again, it's Chubb. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Red on red.
Here's Hines. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
Second down and 4. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 8 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, Ron!
This is Hines. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
On red.
Now it's Hines. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Hey, hey, hey.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nyheim Hines, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. To the sideline and incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now a short one to Gesicki. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 11, Thomas.
Again, it's Burrow.
That one caught by all, the tight end.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. Now Burrow. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. They'll bring Renfro in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here is 3rd and 5.
All right, let's go.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he will have a Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory.
Hey, easy, route.
Now Chubb running right. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hines. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Browns, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.